Daisy. Hey, baby. Hi, Anne. I'm sitting here with little Daisy. How you doing? Happy Saturday, Anne. Can you hear me? Say hi, Anne. Say hello. She's sniffing the microphone. Your head is spinning. Are you learning a lot? Seems like you're learning a lot, though. Yeah, you're learning a lot. Good for you. You could teach me. There's a lot to learn. I know. I don't know if I want to learn it. I'm kind of scared. I'm a little bit scared. I hear you, girl. I hear you. And change is hard. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're funny. Oh no, I hear you. Uncle Hairball. Good morning, Uncle Hairball. How you doing, Uncle? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey, Magnetic North. Hi, Lee. I'm sitting here with little Daisy, me and little Daisy. Lee, how you doing, buddy? Good morning to me, but good afternoon to you. Lee says good morning to Anne. My stomach's growling. In case you hear it, my stomach is growling. We got lots of clouds today, everybody. Clouds. OBS is a free streaming platform, so it's good to learn. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, Anne. Not too bad. You're resting. Oh, that's good, Lee. Awesome. Uncle Harold said, I'm stuck in bed for the moment. I threw my back out. You did not. Oh, my goodness. I know what that's like. hmm I hope you feel better, Uncle. Ann says, hi, Lee. Ann says, hi, Hairball. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Magnetic North Adventures. Lee says, we had rain for an hour. It's not taking its heat off yet. Oh, it's hot over there. Everybody up in the north here is experiencing heat wave too. Not going to ask how, Uncle Hairball. Ann's not going to ask how you did it. You're funny, Ann. You're so funny. You're too funny. Hey, Daisy. Daisy's getting all kinds of kisses. Magnetic North says, Hairball, I hope it eases ASAP and prayers to you. Thank you, Lee. Yes, indeed. Hey, chocolate chip balls. How's it going? How's it going, Richard? Richard's here. Good morning, Richard. Lisa's in the UK. We're not used to 25 to 29. Oh, the heat, right? Uncle Hairball says, Ann's place. I won't say how, but I will say it was worth it. Awesome, Uncle Hairball. I like the place in my dream so much. Hello. Hello, unknown person. Welcome. Ann says hi to mint chocolate chip. Magnetic North says hi, mint chocolate chip. Thank you, pumpkin pie. A little bit. No, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I'll eat in a little while. I'll eat in a little while. Me either. Don't worry about it. Okay. Sorry, guys. The Hubs was here. All right, let me catch up in the chat. Happy Saturday. Wow, thank you everybody for stopping and saying hello. Did I? Okay. I'm just getting right to the I'm getting to it right now. Hold on, guys. Okay. Hello, Paul. I'm behind. Let me catch up, guys. Ann says hi to Mint. Magnetic North also says hi, Mint. Mint says, hey, good morning, Ann's place. And to see, I knew I mustn't ask. LOL. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, good morning to Hairball and Lee. Paul J's here. Hi, Paul. How's it going? Is this United States? Unknown person? Yes, it is. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Ann says, hi, Paul. Richard says, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you and Daisy today? Oh, we're good, Richard. Thank you so much. Magnetic North says hi to Paul. Paul says hi to Ann. Richard says, hi, Paul. Uncle Hairball says, thanks, Magnetic North Adventures. Ann says, yes, I'm in Florida. Yep. And Ann is in Turkey. Turkey, yeah. Ann's in Turkey, yeah. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Paul. Mint Chocolate Chip says, I see elephant in the clouds. Nice. Awesome. You see an elephant. I love that. Paul says hi to Magnetic and hi to Mint. Alfredo's here. Hi, Alfredo. Hey, buddy. How are ya? Mint Chocolate Chip Richard says, hey, Alfredo. Paul says, hi, Uncle. Lee says, hello, Alfredo. Alfredo says, hey, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. That elephant was wearing a propeller beanie. Alfredo says, hello, Lee, my friend. Ann says, hi, Alfredo. Magnetic North says, hope everyone is well. Thank you, Lee. I hope you are. Other than, the heat. Alfredo says, hello to Ann. Richard says, LOL, Uncle. Okay. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Alfredo. Hi. Alfredo says, oh, Uncle, there you are. Yeah, there you are, guys. There you are. I do have tea, guys. I do. Just need to stir it up a little bit. Lee says, I'm on the mend. Oh, that's good, Lee. Fredo says, oh, Uncle, there you are. There you are. We just thought we'd come on for a little while, have our tea with you guys. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Uncle says, I've been around, but I have other things going on too. Oh, well, thanks so much for being here, you guys. Appreciate you guys. Mint chocolate chips, I'm brewing up. I'm just brewing up. Well, here you go, guys. Cheers to you. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to my friends. Lee says, it's nice as always. Love being here. Oh, thank you, Lee. Lee, tonight when I go to bed, I'm going to run your playlist. I've been trying to run playlists on my iPad when I go to bed at night. Last night I ran Maddie all night long. I'm going to run you. I'm going to run Sonal too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, those are black dishes. But they're pretty, aren't they? Uncle Hairball says tea, Earl Grey hot. Awesome. Magnetic says thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yep. Last night I ran Maddie. No frills, no frills, no mercy, Maddie, who is now the Heartless Highlander. I played his live stream all night. It's the only thing that doesn't shut off. Like if I play my computer shuts off. So, North Texas Bird Peter. Hey, Andrew. Andrew says, good morning, Daisy and everyone. Good morning, Andrew. Nice to see ya. Lee says, hi, North Texas. Mint chocolate chip balls. Says, I'm making a hazelnut latte. Oh, buddy, that sounds good. Enjoy that, Richard. Uncle Hairball says, hey, North Texas Bird Feeder, Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Mint chocolate chip also says, good morning to Andrew. North Texas Bird Feeder. Great person. Great stream. Lovely, lovely. Check them out. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here today. Well, I see what I'm going to be working on today. Show you this. Isn't it cute? I'm working on her today. So that's what I'm working on today. You like it? And also, I had an Etsy sale too yesterday. Matter of fact, after this stream, I'm gonna go to the post office. I sold that teapot clock. I can't believe it. Somebody loves it as much as I do. I'm so happy about that. Hey, Troll Slayer. Oh, thanks, Anne. Anne's here. Anne's here. I love when Anne's here. Hey, Troll Slayer, how's it going? Richard says, I like the kittens from the last time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on those are cards. Aren't they cute? Anne says hi to Andrew. Lisa's watch hours are now read 2661 as of the 16th. Oh, you're so close. You're so close. Richard says hi to Troll Slayer. So does Anne, and so does Lee Magnetic North. They all say, hey, Troll Slayer, how's it going? Hello, Sonal. Hey, buddy. Sonal, how's it going, buddy? Everybody have a good night? You love the cards. Thank you, Lee. I do too. I do too. Hey, Joe Williams. Paul just subbed him in. Thank you. Hey, Joe, how's it going? And Chocolate Chip House. That's awesome. Magnetic North. Yeah, he's getting close, you guys. Everybody tune into Magnetic North Adventures as much as you can. Let's get him to that 3,000. Troll Slayer says hello to Anne. Lee says good morning, Sonal. Mint Chocolate Chip House says hi, Sonal. Magnetic North Lee says hello, Joe. Sonal says hello, Troll Slayer. North Texas Bird Fear Andrew says hi, Anne's Place. I've subbed. Oh, you're gonna love Anne, Andrew. She is so fun. She is so fun. Mint Chocolate Chip House says thanks, Paul. I got you back. Joe says I'm good. Thanks, Joe, for being here. Nice to see you, Joe Williams. Troll Slayer says hello to Magnetic North Adventures. Uncle Hairboss says Sonal's all about freedom, and Joe Williams, hi. Sonal says I'm doing well. I slept well, dreaming about the sunset. What a beautiful dream, Sonal. That had to have been a beautiful dream. Awesome. Magnetic North, I lost 3 subs in the night as they hadn't left comments. Oh, okay. Leave comments, people. Please leave comments. Paul says you're welcome, Mint, and thank you too. Sonal says hello to Lee, Magnetic North Adventures. Uncle Hairboss says, hey, Troll Slayer. Lisa's here. Lisa smiles a lot. Hey, beautiful Lisa. Lisa says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today? Good morning. Lisa says hello to Sonal. Magnetic North Adventures, the Sonal that does sound like a great dream. It does, doesn't it, you guys? Beautiful dreams. Seti's here. Hi, Seti. Good morning, Seti. Welcome. Lisa says hello to Lisa. Uncle Hairboss says Lisa smiles a lot. Hi. How are you? Seti says, hey, Lee Magnetic North Adventures. Hi. And Chocolate Chip Balls Richard says you're not too far from me, Paul. Both of them. We have a lot of UK folks here. We have a lot of UK folks here. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Magnetic North Adventures says hello, Lisa. So does Uncle Hairboss say hi, Lisa. Seti says hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Richard says you're not too far from me. Oh, I read that. Sorry, guys. Seti says hi, Troll Slayer. Magnetic North says hello, Seti. Someone says Magnetic. I lost 11 subs in one day, but I got them back. You will get them back. Troll Slayer says hello, Uncle Hairball. Seti says good morning to Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Seti. Seti says, hey, Soul is all about freedom. Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Richard says good morning to Joe. Good morning, Lisa. And good morning, Seti. Troll Slayer says hello, Seti. Sonal says hello, Seti. Seti says Uncle Hairball, hi. Sonal says hello to Lisa. Magnetic North says thanks, Sonal. It's a YouTube thing. If they don't comment, they get removed as spam. Seti says hi to Lisa. Troll Slayer also says hello, Lisa. Sonal says hello, Uncle Hairball. Seti says hi, Paul J. The Fisherman's Lodge is here. Hi, Stuart. The Fisherman's Lodge says hello. Hi, Stuart. How you doing, buddy? We do have a lot of UK people here today. Welcome, everybody. Uncle Hairball says, hey, the Fisherman's Lodge. Stuart, how you doing, buddy? I watched one of your live streams last night in bed. It was under Daisy's dad. If you guys see stuff from Daisy's dad, that's me. That's me watching stuff in bed. Said he said hi to Joel Williams. Magnetic Thor says hi, Stuart. Said he says hi, Anne's Place. Stuart says I dropped a like. I'm modding another channel. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Thank you, buddy. Richard says good morning, fisherman. Said he says hey, North Texas bird feeder. Stuart says hi, Lee. Bill, your bago's here. He says I need coffee, but my bed is so comfy. What's the matter? Hold on, guys. She wants to go in. Just say, Mom, I want to go in. All right, go on. Wouldn't it be so much easier if they could talk? All right, Daisy wanted to go in. Bill, your bago, how's it going? Yeah, stay in bed. I would stay in bed. Stuart says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, Magnetic North, never give up. Oh, no, he's working hard. Lisa says, already making mistakes, LOL, but doing good now that I'm here. Aw. Welcome, Lisa. Come here, give me a big hug. I want a hug. Lisa says, hi, Bill, your bago. So does Richard. Izzy Pop. Hey, Izzy, how's it going? Izzy Pop is in the house. Good morning, young lady. She says, morning, Daisy. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Bill, your bago. The Fisherman's Lodge says, hello, my chocolate chip balls. Lee says, hi, Izzy Pop. Richard says, good morning, Izzy. Bill, your bago says, good morning, everybody. Peace out. The Fisherman's Lodge says, I'm okay. Sonal says, hello to Stuart. Lisa says, hi, Troll Slayer. The Fisherman's Lodge says, hey, Sonal, my brother. Sadie says hi to Stuart. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Izzy Pop. Izzy Pop says, hi, Magnetic North Adventures, Lee. Lee says, as a vacation channel. As is vacation. Yes. If you guys see Vacation and Beach Treasure Hunting, that is also myself. And I do watch content on all of those channels. Just so everybody knows. Thank you, Lee. Izzy Pop says hi to Mint Chocolate Chip Ball. Sonal says hello, Izzy Pop. The Fisherman's Lodge says, got to go, hi, Sadie. Thank you, Stuart. Izzy Pop says, hey, Uncle. Izzy says, hey, Freedom. Magnetic North says, 19 likes. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for the likes. Zed's here. Good morning, Zed. Welcome, buddy. Everybody say hi to Zed. How's it going? Did you sleep last night, Zed? A lot of people are up during the night. You know what? When I hit that bed and go to sleep, that's it. I'm done. Mom Dog Molly's here. Hi, Molly. How are you, young lady? Welcome, welcome, Molly, Zed. Oh, you guys are great. Thanks for being here. Hi, Paul J. Paul says hi, Seti. Magnetic North says hi, Zed. Someone says it would be very easy. It would be. Mint chocolate chip balls. I had to order a new duvet and covers because the one I got is too thick for this time of year. Yeah, you need like summer. Yeah, summer linens. Yeah, absolutely. Mom Dog Molly says, hey, Sonal. Magnetic North says, hi, Mom Dog. Lisa says, it looks like a thumbs up on the cloud on the left. It does. It does. It sure does. Mint Chocolate Chip Richard said, hey, Zed's Place. Uncle Hairball says, my cup is empty again. Speaking of that, cheers to you guys. Mm, delicious. I am telling you, it's delicious. Paul says, I just up to SETI. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Mom. Mom Dog says, hi, Magnetic North. Sonal says, hello, Mom Dog. West Country's here. West Country Mudlarks. Welcome. Hi, Daisy. Hi, everyone. Hi, West Country. How's it going? Gitten's here. Beautiful Gitten is here. Hello, Gitten. She says, hello, beautiful people. And she's beautiful too. Good morning, Gitten. I'm sorry, Gitten. Good afternoon. How are ya? She's in Sweden, everybody. Mom Dog says hi to Richard. Ann says, Mom Dog, hey, how's it going? Mint Chocolate Chip Balls using emojis. Thank you. Ann says, hi, Gitten. Lee says, hello, West Country. Mom Dog says, good morning to Ann. Sonal's all about freedom. It's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. West Country says, hi, Lee. Uncle Hairball says, Gitten. Mom Dog, hi. Lee says, good morning to Gitten. Sonal says, hello to Ann. Richard says, hi, Gitten. Mom Dog says, hi, Uncle Hairball. West Country says, hey, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, hey, West Country Mudlarks, hi. Lee's using emojis. Thank you, Lee. Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Richard says, hey, West Country. Sonal says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I love it. West Country says, hey, Uncle. Lisa says, hey, Zed. Vacation Family's here. Hi, Vacation Family. Let me mod you up. In case you would like to make some new friends, Vacation Family, welcome. Thank you for being here. Wow. Nice of you. West Country says hi, Sonal. Zed says good morning. Sonal and Chip. Gittens saying hi. Hi, Gitten. Uncle Hairball says hi, Vacation Family. Mom Dog says good morning, Vacation Family. Sonal says hello, West Country. Seti says hi, Bill Bago. Me good, all friend. You see tomorrow. Thank you, Seti. Take care, buddy. Sonal says hello to Zed. Zed says hi, Magnetic Lisa. And Lisa. Excuse me. Mint chocolate chip balls. I subbed Uncle Hairball. Oh, you'll love Uncle Hairball. Oh, Richard, you'll love him. He's great. Lisa says, hi, Ann. Just watch your test videos. Yeah, me. I was there too. Right, Lisa? Yeah. Ann says, hi, Zed's place. Uncle Hairball says, thanks, Mint chocolate chip balls. Richard says, I subbed to Gitten. Oh, thank you. Ann says, did you hear me now? Ann says, I let loose some sailor words. Oh, no. Zed just called into bed. Oh, awesome, Zed. Are you going to sleep for the day? Nice. West Country says, hi, Ann. Sonal says, hello, wonderful Gitten. Mom Dog says, hello, anyone I missed? Zed says, hi, Ann, how's it going? Ann says, hi, West Country. Lisa and Magnetic North are using the emojis. And Sonal, thank you guys so much. I love that. West Country says, hi, Mom Dog. Uncle Hairball says, hey, man, chocolate chip balls, got your back. Matthew Fields says, hi, is here, everybody. He says, hi. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? Good morning, Matthew Fields. West Country says, hi, Matthew. Sonal says, I feel like frowning, Lisa, as always. Lisa's there to put a smile on my face. Yes, she does. Lisa lights up her room when she comes in. Lisa says hello to Matthew. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, I subbed to Magnetic North. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Matthew, how you doing? Matthew says, hi, West Country. Soul says, hello, Vacation Family. Richard says, good morning, Matthew. Paul says, just subbed to your uncle. You uncle. Awesome. Matthew says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Vacation Family. Soul says, hello, Mint. In case I didn't say hi. Excuse me. West Country Mother says, hi, Paul. Matthew says, hi, Mint. Ann says, I'm nervous with the webcam plugged in. You'll do fine, Ann. You'll do fine. Paul says, hi, West Country. Solon says, Uncle Hairball, I left a comment. Matthew says, I'm doing okay. Richard says, I'm all subbed up. Adrian's here. Hi, Adrian. Welcome, Adrian. Adrian says, hi, Daisy May. Gitten says, hi, Sonal. Sonal says, YouTube friendly reminder, we are not spam sandwiches. No spam. West Country says, hey, Adrian. So does Magnetic North Adventures. Adrian says, hi, West Country. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Adrian. Adrian says, hey, Lee. Mom Dog says, appreciate you, Mint Chocolate Chip. Said spray painted my fingernails last night. You did. What color? Did you do a short about it? Here, we gotta pin that. That's funny. That's a funny one. Someone says hello, Matthew and Adrian. Adrian says hi to Richard. Mom Dog says, hey, Paul. Richard says, you're all welcome. Matthew says, I now have 1431 subscribers. Vacation says, hello, everyone. Adrian says, Soul's all about freedom. That's retracted. West Country says, hi, Vacation. That's me too. West Country, that's me. Oh, Vacation Family. I'm sorry. That's different. Excuse me. Matthew says, I now have 1325 watch hours. you got a ways to go yet, Matthew. Keep working. Hairball says, thanks, Sonal. Mint Chocolate Chips sub to Vacation Family. Lee says, hi, Vacation Family. When Larry sings, hey, Larry, how's it going? When Larry sings. Larry's here, everybody. Say hi to Larry. How you doing, Larry? Happy Saturday, everybody. Sonal says, you're welcome, Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, hey, Larry. Hello, Larry. Magnetic North says, hi, Larry. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Larry. West Country says, hi there, Larry. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Larry. I love it. Everybody's saying hello and good morning. I love it, you guys. Mint says, I see a duck. You see a duck in the clouds or in the water? Do you see a duck in the clouds or in the water? Ann says, I'm testing something. Be right back. Okay, Ann. Paul says, just sub to Vacation Family. Great, Paul. Mom Dog says, hey, Uncle Larry. And I am caught up in the chat. I'm caught up in the chat. I'm caught up in the chat. What do you think about that? I'm caught up in the chat. I'm caught up in the chat. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, people? Do re mi fa cough cough. Dang it! I know it. Well, I have asthma, but I also have sinus and allergies, which is why half the time I can't breathe or it's dripping or whatever. So I apologize. I apologize for that. Minchok's in the clouds. You see a duck. I love it. I love you seeing a duck. That is so cool. Anthony Chihuahua. Anthony, what are you doing here? Good morning, Daisy May. I'm up early. Yeah, you are. You're 2 hours earlier than me. 7:30, young man. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for stopping in. Aw, everybody say hi to Anthony. Matthew says quack quack. Anthony says good morning to everyone. Hey, Anthony. Mint chocolate chip ball says, hey, Anthony. I'll go here about do re mi fa sol la ti do. Sonal says, I sub vacation family. Thank you, Sonal. Larry says, I'm bouncing between you and NDR and also Daisy. You got a free membership. Awesome. I thought it. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. Gitten says, have you rolling in the background making dinner. Thank you, Gitten. Thank you so much, Gitten. I appreciate it. Magnetic North says, hi, Anthony. Someone says, Uncle Hairball, solatido. Yes. And Anthony says, hey, Magnetic North, howdy. Anthony says, hey, Sonal. Sonal says, hello, Anthony. How did your party go? You're having a party. Everybody singing, dancing to the music. Zed says, what's up, Anthony? Uncle Hairball says, I see a dragon making a strafing run on a small village. Awesome. That's so awesome that you see that. I love when you guys see stuff in the clouds. Anthony's, well, my dad's out of town and he wants me to meet the internet people at his house at 9 this morning. Oh, you got errands to do. Yeah. Good for you for Anthony helping out your dad. Larry says it was from NDR. Oh, I'll have to make sure I thank her. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Larry. Thank you. Anthony says that good morning. Anthony says, I'm between NDR and here. Uncle Hairball says, Anthony Chihuahua, hi. Anthony says, cleaning party. So no. Ann says, I'm still testing. Thank you, Ann. Lisa says, good morning to you, Larry. I'm bouncing between the two, too. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Anthony says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Awesome, 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 guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody being here on Saturday morning. It's Saturday, June 21st. It is officially summer, guys. Summer 2025 is on tap. I hope it's a good one for everybody. Anthony says, good morning, Hairball. Matthew says, I was up at 6:04. You're an early riser, Matthew. Anthony says, Dad is 86, living on his own. Mom is 84 and living on her own. Love my parents. I love that, Anthony. That's fantastic. Richard says, the sun is shining. The weather is sweet. Makes you want to move, and I'm feeling heat. Oh, I'm feeling great. Awesome, Richard. I love that. Anthony says, love both Daisy May and NDR. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all guys all so much. I woke up late at 7:25. Now it's 2:30. What time do you usually get up, Lee? You usually get up early? Richard says I was up at 7, so around 7.5 hours up now. Yeah, you're 8 hours into your day, right? You were up at 7, Richard? Wow. Hey, Sono. Anthony says, howdy, Mint. Matthew Fields says, went to McDonald's and got breakfast. Oh, I love McDonald's breakfast. I do. I don't care. I love McDonald's breakfast. I like the bagel sandwich. I also like the biscuit, both with bacon. I love it. Mint chocolate chip says LL Magnetic. Anthony says, yeah, I'm usually snoring by now. Yeah, you're usually in La La Land, right? Bill Bago says it's 46 degrees here this morning. It cooled off. Had 3 raindrops yesterday, expecting a few more today. Aw. Well, 46 is nice sleeping weather. What's it going to be during the day, Billiard Bago? Temperature wise. Mint chocolate chip says, yeah, I went to bed at 4:30. You went to bed at 4:30 and you got up at 7? Why? O'Doyle Rules. Welcome, O'Doyle Rules. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Lee says 5 a.m. Yes, I wanted to be up at 4 so I could film the solstice sunrise. I should have went to the beach this morning. I didn't even think of that. I would have done the same thing, Lee. Awesome. Matthew says I had a steak bagel. Oh, nice. Mint chocolate chip ball says, hey, O'Doyle, how you doing? Anthony says, nice, Matthew. What'd you have from McDonald's? A steak bagel he had. Magnetic North says, hi, O'Donnell. Sono says, hello, O'Doyle. Excuse me. It's O'Doyle. Excuse me. I was saying that wrong. Sono says, hello, O'Doyle. Excuse me for that. O'Doyle says, hey, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, I'm thinking I might do some sausage, egg, and cheese burritos. Yummy. Breakfast sounds good, everybody. Matthew says, steak and egg bagel, steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Yummy, yum, yum. O'Doyle Rule says, yo, Magnetic and Sono. Mint chocolate chip ball says 28 degrees here again today. I hear you, Richard, here too. Uncle Hairball says, hey, O'Doyle Rules. Bill Your Bagel says the high is 56. Remember last week was in the 90s. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's nice, though. You have a variety, you know? You have a little bit of coolness. You have a little bit of warmth. Like here, it's all we have here is heat. That's it. Heat and humidity. From now until Halloween. So that sounds really nice, Bill Your Bagel. Richard says, remember, oh, no, Richard says, the weather kept me awake, Kelly. It's too humid. And because I work nights for 12 years, I struggle sleeping this time of year. You can't sleep in the heat. I hear ya. You have AC, Richard? Do you have an AC? Magnetic North says, I planned going live, but alarm didn't go off. So another time, may try again tomorrow. He says, I'm on a 48-hour water diet. Oh, okay. What's a water diet mean? Is that all you drink is water? Or is it like a liquid diet? Thanks, Richard. I got your message. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Fantastico, as they say, right? Bill Bagel says, good, fast, magnetic. It's good for you. Yeah, you got a little sleeping in. West Country says, that's better. I'm on my computer now. Hey, West Country, welcome. Welcome back. Lisa's, yes, it's a cleanse. It's a cleanse. Okay. Rigby Colley's here. Hi, Rigby. How's it going? Rigby Colley and Zoe Pug. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone says, hello, Rigby. Rigby Colley and Zoe Pug. That's a song. I hear a song when I sing that or when I say that. Having a party. Everybody singing. Magnetic North says hi, Rigby. West Country also says hi, Rigby. And Uncle Hairball also says hi, Rigby. Hello, hello, hello. The live was kind of bad last night. I was getting hate comments. Aw, I'm sorry about that. Were your moderators helping you out? Rigby, you have to have some moderators that you trust, and they would get rid of those comments. And hopefully they would get rid of those comments before you would even see them. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That stinks. There was no mods there? Okay. Give them the boot. That's right. Kick them out. Tell them get lost. And Chocolate Chip says double tap the screen and subscribe. Don't be shy. Say hi. It don't cost a thing. It's free. That's right, Richard. It's free. Stop in and say hi. Exactly. Uncle Hairball says give him the boot. Mike the Bike Dasher's here. Hi, Mike. Mike's using those beautiful emojis. Thank you, Mike. And Mike's been a member of my channel for 4 months. Oh, thank you so much. Mike, thank you so much. Everybody, Mike is also working towards his 4K. He's got his 3. So make sure that you tune in to my friend Mike the Bike Dasher. Watch his playlist, watch a live stream, watch a video, watch some shorts, help him out, okay? Good morning, Mike. Good to see ya. Rigby says, but I got rid of them. Okay, good, Rigby. Mike's using emojis. Thank you, Mike. Billy Bago says some people just want attention. Yeah, they do. You're right. Lee says, hi, Mike. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hello, Mike. Sonal says, Rigby, I will be there when you go live. Oh, thank you, Sonal. Having the back. Yes. Thank you. Mike says, hello, Magnetic North Adventures with emojis. Lee says, Rigby, I just connected with you. I'll leave comments soon. Oh, thank you. Rigby says, yes, Bill, your bag. Yes, people do. Sonal says, hello, Mike, using emojis. West Country's using emojis. Thank you. Mike says, hello, West Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Hello, Sonal. And using emojis. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Mike, the bike dasher. West Country says, hey, Mike, the bike dasher. Mike says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Hello, West Country. Everyone's using emojis. Thank you, guys. Uncle Hairball's using them. Thank you, Uncle. Mike says, heading to the gym soon. How's everyone? Anthony says, Mike, good morning and awesome remembering 4 months. Oh, awesome membership for 4 months. Yes. Mike's been since the beginning. Mike says, hello, Anthony. Uncle Hairball's using emojis. Use those emojis. Thank you, everybody. Someone says, I get hate comments all the time. I laugh at them. They get mad when I laugh, right? Yeah, exactly. The trolls, you have to make fun of the trolls. You have to make the trolls feel embarrassed. Don't let their comments affect you negatively. Turn that around and turn it back on them. Right? You make fun of it. West Country's laughing. Mint chocolate chips using emojis. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So, what's on everybody's agenda for Saturday? Anybody doing anything fun? I'm doing this. I don't know who was here when I showed it. I'm doing this today. It's a diamond painting, and it's for Halloween. Cute, isn't it? It's really, really cute. Uncle Harold says, I'll be back in a few. You got it, buddy. Anthony's using emojis. Thank you, Anthony. West Country Mudlarks. Lee says, I have no plans today. Nope. West Country says, we are just relaxing today, doing nothing. That sounds like a good day. Rigby says, I have no clue. Matthew says, trying to stay cool and not get overheated. Yes, that's a good thing too, Matthew. Don't get overheated. Someone says, and some of my trolls got mad when I made the hot pocket jokes. Give them some cookies. Billy Bad says, going to thin out my corn today. They're 5 to 6 inches tall. You grow corn? Is it good corn, like to eat corn? Or is it like other kind of corn? I know there's different kinds of corn. Is it the good corn that we could have some? We could all come over and have some? I love corn on the cob. West Country says Louise is asleep. Aw, bless her. Mike says heading out in a bit. Wanted to pop in and say hello. Toodles for now, everyone. Thank you, Mike the Bike Dasher, so much. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi, hitting the like button. Thank you, Mike. Everybody check out Mike. He's a great guy, hard worker, all around fun person. Thank you so much, Mike the Bike Dasher. Lee says my mods just zap trolls and boot them. That's good too. West Country says bye, Mike. Mint says I love to troll the trolls, make them feel useless and belittle them for fun. Good, Richard. I love you, Richard. You're so fun. Richard's great. Matthew, mint chocolate chip balls is Richard, everybody. Matthew says, hey, popcorn. Popcorn's not here, is he? I didn't miss him. I don't think I see him. Sweet corn. Oh, I love sweet corn. I hope it's good. Yeah, I hope so too. Matthew says popcorn. Magnetic North says take care, Mike. Mint chocolate chip ball says take care, Mike, the bike dasher. I like to eat popcorn. Okay, because there's a guy that I follow his channel and his name is Popcorn. So I wasn't sure if that you meant he was here. Billiard says, did corn, radishes, beans, watermelon, oh, yummy, cantaloupe, squash, and okra. Seriously? You did that all by yourself or you have help? Like, is this a family thing? Like, your whole family did it? And chocolate chip balls is grilled corn with Lurpak on? No. And chocolate chips is, sweet corn sounds good. Good for breakfast. I love corn on the cob. Sweet corn. Oh, yummy, yum. Good stuff. Good, good, good stuff, everybody. Hmm. Yeah, I have to go to the post office. They don't open till later, um, because I have another Etsy sale. I sold my my teapot clock. Anybody remember my teapot clock? I sold it. I can't believe somebody loves it as much as I do. I'm so happy about that. Isn't it funny the little things that make you happy? I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but just knowing that somebody like will love it as much as I love it, kind of sweet. William Bargo says, not sure how the okra will do, haha, but I miss it in the South. Just my wife and I and the dogs. Awesome. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I love that. Having a garden. I wish I had a garden. I wish I could have a garden. It would be nice to have a garden. That's awesome, Billy Bagel. That is fantastic. Anthony says, well, I'll be leaving in about 50 minutes. I'm going to close my eyes and watch YouTube. Nice just joining a morning chat. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I love that you were here. Have a nice little nap before you go. Richard says, I'm making lemon pepper chicken and jasmine rice for dinner today with homemade coleslaw. Richard, you're making that? You cook like that? You do cook like that, don't you? Amazing. And are you single? Some girl needs to snap you up quickly. Mint chocolate chip balls says, have a great day. Anthony. Sonal says, take care, Anthony. Anthony says, you're welcome and thank you. Aw, and with emojis. Thank you, Anthony, so much. Mint says, yes, I do, and I'm single. The other bagel says, and tomatoes, but my tomatoes never do good going to mince for dinner. There you go. We're all going to go to England for dinner. I like it. Anthony says, hey, Sonal. Peace out, Sonal. Peace. I don't know what that means. It's a yellow ribbon, right? It's a yellow ribbon. Yeah. Yeah, Richard. Stay single though. Stay single for a while. There's plenty of time for everyone to get married. Well, wait a minute, Richard. Are you the same kid, like age as my children? Maybe that's why I love you so much. I think you remind me of my boys. Ann says I'm back. Hi, Ann. Welcome back. Mint chocolate chip says roast. Should roast your tomatoes in halves. So good that way. West Country says I bought 12 bees off a beekeeper, but there was 13. I said you gave me one too many. He said that's a freebie. Good one, West Country. I love it. I love it. Mint chocolate chip ball says it's for cancer. I support the ribbon. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I love that. Thank you for telling me that, Richard. I love that. Yes, I'm 40. Yep. Same age as my kids. Ann says they installed big speakers and a woofer, whatever that's supposed to be. That's a stereo system. Yeah. You're gonna be playing music across the town. That's good, Ann. It's good. I like it, Ann. I wish I had somebody to help me do stuff. I don't know any of this stuff. A woofer is for the bass, Ann. Thank you. Billy Ragger says new stereo, Ann. Yeah, we have a woofer for our TV surround sound. Although we hardly ever use it to watch a movie. So Ann says, I think that's what it is, Billy Bagel. Yeah, it sounds like a stereo. It sounds mhm, like the output for a stereo. A subwoofer, speakers. Yeah. I had these really nice Bose speakers. They were beautiful. I love them. And they were pretty expensive. But when I moved, I gave them to my son. I'm kind of upset about that. I don't know why I didn't just keep them. Many speakers. Many speakers. And a subwoofer. You got surround sound, Ann. Are you going to be doing a show of some sort? Come on stage with Ann from Ann's Place and play trivia. She says big one and two other ones and a remote and whatnot. Ann's like all kinds of stuff. Richard says tweeters are for vocal clarity and mids are for the instruments. See, Richard, I don't know any of that. Ann says, I don't know. They're confusing me. Me too, Ann. But the boys know this stuff. See what I mean? The boys know their stuff about stereo systems, computers, TVs. Boys are good with electronics. Me, not so much. I'm sure it's confusing. Mint says 9 used to be bedroom. DJ back in my younger days had thousands in stereo equipment, 1700 vinyl. Really? The vinyl is amazing. Oh, he says, I used to be a bedroom DJ back in the day. My younger days. Oh, you did. You were a DJ. Awesome, Richard. West Country says, what did the buffalo say when he said goodbye to his son? Bye, son. Yep, I know that one because I'm from Buffalo. You know what I mean? I'm from Buffalo, so I know that one. Billy Orbago says, all the fun stuff. Yeah, see, the guys think that's the fun stuff. I don't like that stuff. I don't know anything about how to hook up all that stuff. Mint Chocolate Chip says, bye, son. Get it? Bye, son. Bison. Bison's a buffalo, you know. Mhm. And says, yes, did you see the anime on my test video? Yes, it was cute. Ruan created it, and it watches you on the webcam and mimics your movement and speaks what you say. Oh, they have those on the phone. I used to have one on my phone, and I would make myself a creature. Oh, that's cool, Anne. I love that. I can't wait to see it. Min says, what's black and white and red all over? Newspaper. A newspaper. West Country says, wow, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. That's some kind of record. You see the play on words, you guys? Do you get these play on words? West Country's very good. Yeah. Min says, thanks, West Country. And we all jungle drum. No, thanks, West Country was all jungle drum and bass music collected. Bass. Bass, 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 bass. Magnetic North says, I have 2 videos Monday, 8 and 8:30. Oh, good. Remind us. Stop in Monday, remind us. 8 and 8:30. Your time is what time my time? PM. So that would be what, like 3 o'clock here, 3:30 here? Awesome, Lee. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just remind us. West Country says, yes, I got to remember. Yes. I'm going to make sure I have your bell on, but I'm pretty sure that I do. Let me go to your channel real quickly. Yes, I have you on all, Lee, so I should be aware. Usually, I think around that time we're playing Scrabble, so maybe we'll all tune in. We'll all watch. 3:30. Okay. 6 hours ahead. 6 hours? Why did I think it was 5? Is it 5 but the time change? I thought you guys were 5 hours ahead. Mint says, so it'll be 2:30 for you. Oh, thank you, Richard. 2:30. Okay. 2:30 p.m. Monday. 3:30. Is it 2:30 or 3:30? Remind me on Monday, you guys. You know, I'm old. I'll forget this stuff, right? I don't know what we're going to do today. I keep trying to think of something fun to do, but the weather's not. It was raining earlier. And so I'm going to try to go live with it tomorrow. See how I fare with all the new stuff. What time, Ann? What time, Ann, are you going live tomorrow? Magnetic Sources, I met up with a guest. Oh, how nice. You met a guest. I love when you have a guest. Uncle Haribo says, my back hates me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Uncle. I have back problems, and so does my son. My son has metal in his back, so um, I can relate. You don't know. Okay. Let me make sure I have all your bells on, Ann. Let me just double check. Yes, I have all of Ann's bells on. It's set to all. So, okay. So it will hopefully let me know. Oh, good. I can't wait. Mint Chocolate Chip says, nice, Magnetic North. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa, and that anime was adorable. Aw, Lisa. It was really cute, and it was. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, I got a slip disc and scoliosis. Dude, I have two discs, herniated discs too. L5S1. Uh huh. It's terrible having back problems. Terrible. Uncle Hairball says, sick. So, okay. You'll pass mostly. Magnetic North says, I'm invited to Canada. You've been invited to Canada. Awesome. Min says, I did too. L2. Oh, you're L2? Mine's I think it's L5S1, if I remember right. They told me I'd never go back to work. This was back in 2015. They're like, you're never going to go back to work with this. I'm like, oh, you want to make a bet? And they said, well, we recommend surgery. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to go get a second opinion. So I went and I got a second opinion. And the second doctor said, I think you should have surgery. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not having surgery. I'm going to heal myself. And so I did 4 months of intense physical therapy, 3 days a week, for a good 2 or 3 hours. And guess what? And for 4 months, I went back to work. And I've been good ever since. So don't always believe what the doctors tell you. Lee, you're going to Canada. Where in Canada? Awesome. Ann says he's busy learning on another AI that actually makes a real looking person and it looks real when it speaks. It's a human AI program. Wow, Anne, that is really great. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, so I get trapped nerves in my toes. Nerve compression. Yes. It's so bad. It's so bad, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. I know. Andy's here. Andy says, have I missed tea time? No. I still have tea right here, guys. I still have a little bit left. Welcome, Andy. How's it going? Lisa's Ontario area. My friends are antique specialists. Ontario? Dude, I'm from Buffalo. Ontario was my neighbor. Awesome. It's a great area. Uncle Hairball says, never work. Watch me. Exactly. I was like, I'm going back to work. At that point, I had 20 some years, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going now. Yep. And it says, once you learn how that works, he will show me too. That's so good, Ann. Richard says, I've not been to a doctor in over 25 years. Really? Ann says, hi to our Andy. Hi, Andy. Everybody say hi to Andy. Richard says, good morning to Andy. Lee says, I have sciatica and a posture issue. Oh, sciatica. Oh, it's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible. I feel for you guys. Andy says, Ann says, Andy, I'm waiting for my coffee. Andy says, yes, my mate believes in frequencies. Frequencies. Lee says, nice. I'll be looking for things there. Yeah. You'll be looking for things. Awesome. Lee says, hey, Andy. Oh, that's so awesome. I mean, Ontario is a really big province. Ontario has provinces. And it's a very big province. So you may not even go close to the falls. But if you get to see the falls, I hope you do. Andy says, yes, our Ann looking good there. Uncle Hairball says, I have Scott. I have sciatica too. My belly's too big for now. Ann says, with that, I won't have to hide behind my dog picture or my teeth to get fixed. I can create a pretty young me. Huh? I love it, Ann. That's a great idea. Richard says, I need to work for another 11 years so I can claim full state pension. Hold on, guys. There's a plane. Richard says, I need to work for another 11 years so I can claim full state pension. LOL. My back won't make it that long. Try to exercise your core. If you have a strong core, it does help for your back. It really does. Lee says, it's an island where my friend is. Oh, how nice. That's so awesome. And then Chocolate Chip Ball says, and Andy says, yeah, I had backache once, but it's all behind me. Good one, Andy. Good one. Lisa says, hubby's lower spine is in the shape of a 3 and used to lock when it's straightened up. Oh, God, Lisa, that's horrible. I'm telling you, back pain is no joke, you guys. Uncle Hairball says, I'm working on the belly. I lost 18 pounds over the last couple of months. I need to drop 40 more. Keep working at it, Uncle. That's awesome. World's Greatest Sacred Places is good morning, Daisy. Hey, World's Greatest. Welcome. Everybody check out my friend World's Greatest Sacred Places. You will love it. You will thank me. Beautiful, 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 beautiful channel. And I'm not kidding you. It is lovely. World's Greatest Sacred Places. Please check out my friends. And says, I wonder how many people on here are already using that. I watched the one Ron made. You can never guess it's not a real person. You can tell the difference. Yep, you can tell. Because I've seen people trying to use AI figures as themselves, but there's a glitch every here and you see it. There's a lot of people using AI images. Yep, and you're right. Lee says, hi, Sacred Places. World's Greatest says, hi. You are so kind. You are so beautiful. I'm not kidding. You have a beautiful channel. I love when I can get over there. Richard says, I do, but I did the injury when I was 12 and refused to have surgery, so I have myself to blame, but it was a 40-60 chance. I might not walk if I had it. Yep. My son, too. My son had back surgery about 3 years ago, and he's your age. And he waited, too. He got injured when he was 21 years old. And he waited and waited and waited until he just couldn't. And I said to him, if your quality of life is starting to suffer, then you need to think about having the surgery. And so he did. Is it better? I don't know. He still complains a lot about it. And Chuck Chippewa says, hey, World's Greatest Places. And says, no, you can't with this latest one. Yeah, you can't. Some of them you can. I agree. It's crazy. That's to mean you never know if someone's someone or not. It could not. It could be totally fake, right? Yeah, absolutely, Anne. Your boss says, mint chocolate chip balls. I would have made the same decision. Anne says, it looks very real, expressions and all. Oh, cool, Anne. World's Greatest says, I'm blushing. Aw, you're so sweet. Lee says, I'll stick to the original me. Mint chocolate chip ball said, I subbed to World's Greatest. Oh, thank you. You will love World's Greatest. Beautiful. Billy Obago says, the AI stuff is getting crazy. New, better versions like every week, right? Yeah. You could see something on a screen and the whole thing can be totally made up. You don't know. West Country says, my password is Donald, Goofy, Pluto, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Dublins. It says I need 6 characters and 1 capital. I love that. I love West Country. You're so fun. And says, yes, this is brand new. Bill your bag up. Mint chocolate chip. Hello, West Country. I know that's so good. Sono says, hello, World's Greatest Sacred Places. I subbed. Thank you, Sono. World's Greatest Sacred Places. Send us some love hearts. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, everybody. Happy Saturday. Sometimes we're here on Saturday and sometimes we're not, but I like doing Saturday maybe a little bit later. Like we started at 8:30 today instead of 8 o'clock. Or no, we started at 9 o'clock, excuse me. Yeah, we've been on for just about an hour now. 59 minutes. Awesome. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Ann says, I do watch too many crime stories. It just got thoughts of how criminals will use this to lure people to them. You got it, Ann. Who knows what the future holds, right? Who knows? And Chocolate Chips Ball says, I'm sad now. Why are you sad, buddy? Uncle Harold says, sweet nectar of the gods. I got my coffee, man. I got my coffee. My cup dried out. Oh, you need more coffee? Oh, you drank your latte. That's right. You had latte. Well, I'm sure it was good, Richard. I'm glad you enjoyed it. World's Greatest. I'll be right back. I have to walk the dog. Thank you, World's Greatest. Andy says, I wish I could remember that treatment where they use sound frequencies and vibrations doing my head in. Magnetic North says, I have to go now. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee Magnetic North Avengers. Everybody check out my friend Lee Magnetic North Adventures. He's working on his WH. Take care, my friend. Have a great rest of your day. West Country says, I subbed and left a comment, so it's 6, World's Greatest. Looks like a great channel. Oh, thank you, West Country. Andy says, I got no milk. Got milk? Nope. Got milk? Nope. Lisa, see you all soon. You got it, Lee. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Uncle Hairball says, take care, Magnetic North Adventures. Richard says, yep, I have an empty cup. Andy says, later, Lee, take care. Someone says, what do you call a deer with no eyes? What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. That's a good one, too. Hold on, guys. Hello, Daisy. Hi. I got Daisy again. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says later, Lee Magnetic North. Lisa, see y'all soon. West Country says bye, Lee. Mint Chocolate Chip says, what do you call a sleeping bull? What do you call a sleeping bull? Someone says, take care, Lee, and feel better, Uncle Hairball. West Country's laughing. Andy says, Sonal, leave the jokes to Kelly, mate. Someone said, I had a heat wave last night. I had a heat wave? Oh, last year. Yeah, there's a heat wave going on up there now. Ground beef. Ground beef. What do you call a sleeping bull? T-Bird stacking. Hey, T-Bird. T-Bird says, good morning, Daisy Meg. Good to see ya. Just got to work, stopping by to say hi to everyone and smash the like button. Thank you, T-Bird stacking. You're up and at work already, and I saw you in your fire late last night. You had a beautiful fire going. Beautiful fire. Everybody say hi to T-Bird stacking. And thank you so much for hitting that like button. Richard says, hey, T-Bird. Tirana's here. Hi, Tirana. Everybody welcome my friend Tirana. T-Bird stacking says, West Country, good to see ya. Someone says, Andy Buzz Lightyear feels alone. T-Bird says, hey, Magnetic North, good to see you. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, Tirana. West Country says, hey, T-Bird stacking. Uncle Hairball says, I'm a coffee fiend. I have a dual brew that does a single cup or a whole pot. I'll make a cup and start the pot. Drink the single while the pot is brewing. West Country says, hi, Tirana. Tirana says, there's a police car parked in front of the window since yesterday. I might as well call it my cruiser. There you go, Tirana. I like it. Tirana says, hi, everybody. Someone says, hello, Tirana. West Country says, I'd like to thank all you people that help us reach 3.5K. You're all awesome. Oh, West Country, that's fantastic. Everybody check out my beautiful friends, West Country Mudlarks. Tirana says hi to Sono. You guys, in the chat, we have people from the US. We have people from the UK. We have people from Albania. We have people from Turkey. Isn't it amazing? We have people from all over the world in this chat right now. Isn't it amazing? Tirana says, hi, Sonal. Andy says, LOL, Sonal. You're the Buzz Lightyear mate, typical space cowboy. Andy, you're so funny. Mid chocolate chip a sub to T-Bird and Tirana. Thank you, Richard. Tirana says, are there Skoda cars? Skoda cars? I don't think so. West Country says, we're in the UK. Yes, we have people from the UK. So is Andy. Andy says, big up the chat. We love you, Andy. Min says, the world is in the arm. The world is in the arm of your hands. It is. It sure is. Leave it. Yes. Yeah, just cares. I'll get that. I got it. You're so cute. Sorry, guys. That was my hubby. That was my hubby's. He was getting the laundry. He's doing the laundry. He's doing the laundry. All right, let me catch up. Let me catch up, please. Yeah, Tirana, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Ah, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. The world is in the arm of your hands, Kelly. Someone says, Andy, LOL. If I am Buzz, I can't even fly out the window. No flying. We can't fly. That'll be next, you guys. Next, we'll be able to fly. Tirana is a European vehicle brand. I've never heard of a Tirana, so I would say no. It doesn't mean you couldn't bring one in if you lived here. Stitching It Up Cat from Country Life says, hey, Kelly. Hi, Elisa. Our friend Elisa's here. Everybody say hi to Stitching It Up. Richard says, made in Britain and proud. Awesome. Tirana says, I'll post the police car as a post now. I did a short on it. Thank you, Tirana. Uncle Hairball says, old radio night and old tube radio network. We have a guy from Copenhagen, Denmark. I love that, Hairball. Isn't that cool? And he says, Sonal, stop licking them. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, Stitching. Sonal says, hello, Stitching. West Country says, hi, Stitching. How you doing? Stitching it up says, hey, Sonal. And says, who's licking what, Andy, and what did I miss? Anne's back. Sonal says, Andy licking what? Lisa says, the best part of waking up is listening to Kelly in the morning. Oh, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You are so sweet. I love you so much. Andy says, what's the guy doing the laundry? Yes. He's great, isn't he? It's because it's so heavy. And you have to take it all the way downstairs. He's great. Thank you, Andy. Richard says, palm of your hands. It's in the palm of my hands. Absolutely, Richard. You're right. Anne's just trying to listen here and argue with the household. Awesome, man. Stitching says, hey, everybody. Sonal says, Andy, anyways, thank you for the compliment. Uncle Hairball says, Lisa smiles a lot. Truth. Andy says, LOL, Ann, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Andy said, LOL, Ann. West Country says, two more people just subbed us. Please say hi on one of our shorts so I can return the favor. Yeah, you guys, if you're going to try to make a sub, leave a comment on a short or preferably a video. Watch a minute of a video and leave a comment if you can. Okay. Sonal says, thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you, Sonal. You know how much I love you. You guys are my besties. That's what Joe calls everybody. They're besties, right? And she's right. She's right. Andy says, Sonal's been licking the window. No, he's not. And says, all the good stuff happening when I'm not looking. Unfair. Kelly is awesome. Thank you, West Country. You're awesome. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball's got you, West Country. Sonal says he is the generous Highlander and generous nomad. Oh, Maddie? Are you talking about Maddie? West Country says, cup of tea time. I think be right back. And he says, oh, look in the windows. No, not interesting. Thought it was something better. And like a cupcake. Sonal says, Andy, how can I do that when I can't even fly? I can't fly. I can't even fly. Richard says, I'm a free spirit and will haunt you while I sleep. Sonal says, nice. West Country says, thank you. I have you, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Uncle Hairball says, Daisy, you don't have to thank me. I thank you for doing what you do. Really is the best part of my day. Oh my God, you're making me cry. Making me cry. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. It's so kind of you. All choked up. Toronto says, does anybody here know Trooper Bird? If not, search it up. He's a legend. And he says, no, he hasn't. I'm just messing. Someone says, Mint Undertaker soared me enough. Scared you. He scared you. Anne says, yeah, let's say cupcake. We decent people. Anne. Anne. Oh my God. Cupcake. Exactly. Exactly right. And he says, what do you think it, Anne? You know she's being a bad girl. Adults only, folks. Adults only. Toronto says, Uncle Hairball, here's your medal. Aw. Someone says, Andy, I got strapped in a rocket by Sid Phillips. Happy Saturday, you guys. You know what? It's Saturday, June 21st, 2025. And guess what? It's the first full day of summer. It's the first full day of summer. It says, nothing, Andy, just a cupcake. I promise not. No. Anne, you're crazy. You're crazy, crazy, crazy. Uncle Hairball says, I went as the Undertaker for Halloween once. Oh, get out of here. Really? Dude actually asked me for my autograph. There you go. You know, there's a lot of those people that look alikes. They make money doing that. They do. They make money doing those impressions. Mm-hmm. Basenji Adventures is here. Hey, Kenny. Everybody say hi to Basenji Adventures, my friend Kenny. Someone says, hey, Uncle Hairball, LOL. Uncle Hairball. You're talking about the Undertaker, the wrestler? Is that a wrestler? Is that who you're talking about? I kind of remember somebody called the Undertaker that was a wrestler. Someone says, hello, Basenji. West Country says, Kelly, help me do something I would never have managed. Uh-huh. Yes, you would have. I'm just so glad I could help you. I'm so glad I could help you. I'll help anybody I can, you guys. Just let me know. If I can help you, I will help you. Uncle Haribo says, yup, wrestler. Okay. I remember now. Yep. Tarana's laughing. Ann says, yeah, don't worry. I'm blushing at myself. Ann. Ann's face is all red. Um, Basenji, I did a 4-minute live stream this morning. You did? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Basenji Adventures. Sono says, yes, a wrestler. West Country says, hi, Basenji. Basenji says, hi, Sono. Hello, everybody. Don't forget we are on Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord channel, let me see if I could drop a link. Can somebody drop a link for my Discord channel? West Country says, hello, Ann's place. Ann says, it's not me, it's my alter ego. Ann's alter ego is here today. Basenji says, hi, Sono. Hi, West Country. Sono says, Uncle Hairball, imagine scaring Randy Orton with that costume. Nobody really is here. Hey, nobody really who's really somebody. We do have memberships. Yes, we do. And donations. Yes, we do. Nobody really. Thank you. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Nobody really. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, I was told I look like Tom Cruise. One time, LO, I told them I'm too tall. You're a tall Tom Cruise. You're better looking Tom Cruise. Basenji says, I'm walking Zulu. Oh, how nice. Enjoy your walk, Kenny. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, nobody really. Basenji Adventures is, oh, you got Discord too? Yes, we are on Discord, everybody. If one of my mods would drop the link from my Discord channel, please. Thank you so much. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, Basenji. Sono says, hello, nobody really. Uncle Hairball says, Sono's all about freedom. LOL. He might have to change his clothes after that. Basenji's awesome. Thank you, Kenny. And says, yes, talking about how tall or short is everyone. Oh, that's a good question. And I'm 60 inches or 5 feet tall. How is everybody? How tall is everybody? Someone says, or could be anybody really? Yes. Nobody really? Could be somebody really? And is anybody really? And says, I'm 5'11". And you? Ann's 5'11". I'm 5 foot. I am 5 foot. Basenji says, I also launched a video this morning and I have one for tomorrow and one for Monday. Thank you, Kenny. West Country says, I'm 6'1". 6'1". My kids are both 6'1" or 6 foot. I'll go Hairball drop my Discord. Thank you. Let's pin that up, you guys. Let's pin it. Oh, I'm afraid to touch it. Oh, there we go. I could pin it. Thank you, Hairball. Thank you so much. Mint chocolate chips. I'm 6 foot. Tyrannus, is it hot here? Yes, it's hot. Yes, it's hot. I definitely want to join that. Thank you, Kenny. We love it. Uncle Hairball says I'm 5'10" over here. Someone says I'm 5'2", Ann. Someone says I'm short. I'm short too, Sonal. Basenji says, unfortunately, that is not clickable on my phone, so I'll have to get another time. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenny. Lisa says 5 foot and don't have to duck. Me too, Lisa. High five, Lisa. High five, Lisa. Boom. We're both 5 foot. And says, Ruan, my youngest is 6'2", but Louis 6'4". Wow, your boys are tall. My boys are tall too, but they're both right around 6 foot, 6'1". Tyrannus, the same for me. Andy says, and I'm 6'10". You are not. Andy, are you 6'10", really? Are you joshing me? Are you Josh Allen me? Stitching says, have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Stitching it up, capturing country life. Everybody check her out. She's wonderful. She's working on her WH. Thank you so much, Elisa, for being here. Happy Saturday, girl. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, that don't work. Uncle can't access the Discord from there. It's not letting us go to it. Basenji said, it's starting to rain there. Yeah, it looks like it's moving this way, too. And says, no, Andy, I'm 5'11". Sono says, maybe that's why people are telling me I'm young. Yeah, maybe. Could be, Sono. And says, Kelly, he says that I'm tall. You are tall. And says, in his dreams, probably. Oh, and Kelly, he says that I am that tall. Oh, Ann is 6'10". I see it now. Sorry. Thank you, Ann. The many adventures in the life of Nana and Pops says 5'4". Hi, Nana and Pops. Welcome. 5'4". And is this Nana or Pops? I'm 5'0". Uncle Hairball says maybe because I'm using the app on a PC, not the browser version. Mint Chocolate Chip says hi, I'm Mama and Pops. Nana and Pops, yes, excuse me. I misspoke as well. But said Jesus had to run back. It started coming down really hard. Yeah, we had a quick shower just a little while ago, just before I was coming on. It downpoured here as well. Lisa says someone told me short people are mean like the Chihuahuas. We can be mean, sure, but no. Lisa, good things come in short packages. Tell them that. All right. And Jack Russell too. Jack Russell. Yeah, is there a different link for a mobile device and a computer? I don't know. Basenji says I just had a quick shower. Oh, you took a shower and then you got rained on. Oh boy. Richard says ankle biters. Yes, they are. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Ann says I saw a guy here in Turkey. Yeah, he is 8'3". Kid you not? 8'3". Oh my goodness, Ann. Like I would strain my neck looking up at him. Right? West Country says there's a blonde woman keeps knocking on my bedroom door every day. Suppose I better let her out. West Country with the jokes. We love you, buddy. Someone says for Halloween I was the blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger when I was a kid. Oh, my kids were Power Rangers too, Sonal. Yep. And chocolate chips said my grandma was 6'6". That's a tall lady. Wow, nice. Ann says he's in my world's seventh tallest man. Oh, he is the world's seventh tallest man. Holy mackerel. That's tall. Ann says definitely. Yeah. You'd be like having to look way up there. And he says, I love to be 5 foot. Clothes be cheaper. Nana Pop says Nana is 5'4". We have Nana. Thank you, Nana. Hairball says, I got the app on my PC, so I didn't have to use the browser version. It's a standalone program. Oh, okay. The many adventures of in the life of Nana Pops is Pops is 6 foot. Nice. And Chocolate Chip Paul says 8'3". Everyone is a Polly Pocket. Polly Pocket. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But did you eat already? Well, eat yours first. No. All right. Basenji says joining your Discord now. Thank you, Basenji Adventures. Basenji Adventures says hope you'll join ours too. I don't know how to join, guys. You need to tell me step by step what to do. I was playing a game with Alfredo this morning on there, and he had to tell me like what to do, and I still am lost on that game. But I'll figure it out. So it's all I need to do is tell me how do I join other people's. I don't know how. I don't know anything about all this stuff. I'm learning as I go. West Country says when I make breakfast and a cup of tea, a thank you is fine. Now, what the hell are you doing in my house? Who are you? Ah, that's hilarious. Ann says they look like ants next to him. Mint, I bet. Andy says I used to try and convince my ex that small things in small packages. But she would. Andy, oh my god. Mint Chocolate Balls is laughing. Someone says, Mint, what about Polly the parrot? Stitch Love says, hi, Stitch Love. How is Stitch Love today? Welcome, welcome, Stitch Love, welcome. Ann says, I can't join because it's banned here. No wonder I wasn't getting messages anymore. Oh, that's all right, Ann. Richard says, Polly the parrot. What about Rosie and Jim? Stone says, hi, Stitch Love. Hello, Stitch Love. Hello, Stitch Love. How are you today, young lady? I know you weren't happy the other day when I talked to you because you were going home and you wanted to stay with your cousins. So I hope you're doing better today. I'm horrible. Why are you horrible, young lady? Talk to me now. Come on, let's get you better. What's going on, Stitch Love? Richard says, hi, Stitch Love. Someone else says, Mint, join the club. Polly would say, join the club. Polly. Stitch Love says, hi, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Da 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 da. Oops, sorry, guys. I dropped my iPad. I'm always dropping it. I'd be wondering if it works. All right. Mint chocolate chips as well. We're here to make your day better, Stitch Love. That's right, Richard. We are. What's going on, Stitch Love? How can we help? Ascenji says, here's my Discord link. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kenny. Everybody, if you want to hook up with Ascenji Adventures Kenny, there's his Discord link. Thank you. West Country says, we will cheer you up, Stitch Love. Yes, we will. Nana Pop says, I just wanted to drop by and say hello. Got to go to work on getting my mom's house ready to sell. Lots of work today. Have a great Saturday, everyone. Thank you so much. The many adventures in the life of Nana and Pops. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping and sharing part of your morning with us, with me. I appreciate it. Everybody, check out my friends, The Many Adventures in the Life of Nana and Pops. You will love their channel. They're wonderful, warm, loving people. Stitch Love says, so I am at my cousin's house that lives in the same state as me. Last night there was a snake and a scorpion. Ew. I thought you were going home, Stitch Love. I thought you said you were going home. That's why you were unhappy the other day when I talked to you. Richard says, grab a coffee, put your feet up and relax, take a deep breath. Come back down to earth. We come in peace. Right on. Right on. Shearber will, she doesn't usually come on in the weekend, but maybe she will be here. So she might. And says, what song reminds you of your teenage years? Oh boy, so many. The Bump. We used to do The Bump to David Bowie. What was the name of that song by David Bowie? We used to do The Bump to it, and we were teenagers. That's the song that reminds me of my teenage years. David Bowie. What's the name of that song? Anybody help me out? Someone says B. Andy said, it's spitting here. I knew I should have gone for milk earlier. Oh, you mean rain? It's raining? Ann says, for me, it's Funky Town, my disco days. Oh, Funky Town, that's a good one. And Chocolate Chip says, Stacy's mom. Stitch Love says, I did, but they needed me to house sit the dog and sit. Oh, nice. Stitch Love, good. Andy says, yes, and you disco chick. Someone says, yep, I'm speaking Typonian now. Uncle Hairball says, Montrose, bad motor scooter. Andy says, David Bowie could be OWT. Senji says, gotta run. Have a nice Saturday. Thank you, Kenny, for stopping in. Take care and have a great, wonderful day. Boy, check out my friends, Basenji Adventures. Very beautiful couple, very beautiful doggies. Check them out. And he says, yes, it's drizzling. That's okay. I knew what you meant. Amin says, hey later, Basenji. And says, you too, Basenji. Have a good Saturday, buddy. Thank you, everybody. Someone says, I'm trying to make Stitch Love laugh, but it's not working. Guys, I don't know why my mom just rang in. My mom just rang in. I don't know why. Sir Milkmaid's here. Last time I danced was 30 years ago. LOL. Sir Milkmaid, how you doing, buddy? Happy Saturday. Abigail's here. She says, hi, Chocolate. Hi, Abigail. Basenji says, bye, everybody. Abigail says, hey, everybody. Hey, Abigail. How you doing, young lady? And Chocolate Chip goes, I had a dog, but kicked her out for cheating on me. Oh. And says, are you telling you guys? I don't know why. I just texted my sister to find out what's going on. My mom called twice. It's not like her. All right. Sorry. All right. I just texted my mom. Sorry, guys. That just threw me off. Abigail's here. My mom just called me 3 times. Yeah. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Abigail says, I'm doing amazing. Ann says, I used to lie to my parents that I'm going to the cinema and go to the disco instead. I wasn't allowed to go to the clubs. Right, Ann? We did that too. Well, we used to party in the woods. Someone says, Stitch Love, what can we do to put a smile on your face? No. You want to go in? Okay. You don't need to bark. Just come over and say, Mom, I want to go in. She wants to come in. She stands at the door and barks. She's too cute, that little girl. All right. Sir Milkmaid, Abigail. West Country Mudlark says, Hey, Abigail. Min says, Hi, Milkmaid. Abigail says, Love you, chocolate. Mint Chocolate Chip says, Hey, Abigail. Ann says, I was at the discos every weekend. Yeah, we used to go to the discos a lot too. And we went roller skating a lot as well. Sir Milkmaid says, Howdy, Mint. Sono says, Hello, Abigail. So does Mint Chocolate Chip say, You too, Abigail. Sono says, Hello, Sir Milkmaid. Abigail says, I'm cleaning my house today. Awesome, Abigail. That's great. Great, great news. Lisa says, Listening to Hungry Like a Wolf by Duran Duran. There you go, Lisa. Yeah. Sir Milkmaid says, Howdy, Sonal. Sonal says, Sir, I mean. Billy Orbago says, Must be important. No, it's probably not. Mm-mm. Lisa's using emoji, so is Sonal, and so's Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Andy says, Have a great day, you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Have a great day, Andy. Lisa's praying all is right. It is. Sonal says, You too, Andy. Ann says, You too, Andy. Sonal's using emojis. The Stardashians are here. Hey, Eric, how's it going? How you doing this morning? I'm doing great. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, Take care, Andy. Have a great weekend. Ann says, At least I did all my dad, at least until my dad caught me. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, Hi, Eric. Stardashian says, Hey, Mint. Someone says, I've never been to a disco dance before. Oh, disco was great, guys. It was so fun. And says, When I looked again, he was standing right in front of me on the dance floor. Oh, my God, Ann. So Milkbay said, I miss speed skating and riding half pipes. Aw. Uncle Hairball says, I need to call my big bro and see if I can borrow his truck. Thank you so much, Hairball. Thank you. No, I texted her. Leave her. All right. And says, I nearly fainted, Kelly. All Things Country. What is good legends? Hey, All Things Country. Mint chocolate chiplets. I remember when I was 10, I went to disco in Benidorm. Good. All Things Country. Welcome. Luminaries. Welcome. Luminary Shine Fishing. You know her. All Things Country. You know All Things Country. Good morning. Good morning. Mint chocolate chiplets. Nice, sir. I'm a skateboarder myself. All Things Country says, Hey, Lumi. Someone says, Hello, ATC. All Things Country, ATC. I got you now. All Things Country says, Hey, Sonal. Sonal says, Hello, Lumi. Lumi says, Hi, Sonal. Mint Chocolate Chip Balls says, ATC, how's it going? Stardashian says, Hello, Country. Hello, Luminaries. All Things Country says, Hey, Mint. Mint says, Hi, Luminaries. And I'm caught up in the chat. And my husband just brought me egg and toast. All right. My sister said she's fine. My sister says, My mom is fine and she doesn't remember calling me. Stitch loves using emojis. Thank you, Stitch. Mint, I had fried egg bombs for breakfast today. Nice. Luminary says, Hi, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball says, Y'all spank that like button if you haven't already. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Luminary. Whoops. Luminary says, Hi, Stitch Love. Stitch Love's using all those emojis. Everyone's saying, Hi, Stardashians. Hi, Eric. And says, I thought my world ended right then and there. But when we got home, my dad said he was watching me for hours and saw I don't touch drinks and just dance. So from then on, I was allowed to go. Oh, and that's awesome. Oh, see, so it worked out okay. I love that. I love that, Anne. Good. Min says, that's awesome, Anne. Luminary says, hi, Stitch Love. Sir Dashian says, hey, Stitch Love. Luminary says, hi, Anne's Place. Stitch Love, Sonal, and Stitch Love are using emojis, and so is Lisa. Thank you, guys. Uncle Haribo says, hi, Luminary Shine Fishing. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday tea time. I know it's later for us. We're usually not on later, but I had stuff to do at 8 o'clock. And so they thought if they allowed me to go, I'd drink, but he was impressed to see I didn't. You just wanted to go have fun. You didn't care about the drinking part, right? That's great, Em. I'm really happy. Our tag's working. They're not showing it in my chat. What kind of tags? What do you mean tags, Uncle Hairball? I don't know what tags mean. And it says my parents never drink alcohol. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, I got a coffee date with me and my favorite cup. There you go. Have a seat. Have some coffee. Rigby says, hashtag. Someone says, I never drink, Ann. Hairball says, tag like Daisy May. That one showed up. Yeah, I don't know anything about all that stuff. You guys need to teach me. If anybody wants to teach me stuff about that stuff, you can teach me. We can do it step by step through email or on our Discord channel. And believe me, I need help. I don't know how to do all that stuff. JJ, hi JJ, welcome back. JJ says looks so peaceful. Thank you, JJ. Welcome, welcome. Richard said, hi, JJ. All Things Country says, I had a 50-foot tree fall on my property last night. No way. We will deal with that on not Saturday. Oh my goodness, All Things Country. I'm so sorry. I'm glad everybody's okay. Whoa, that's a big tree. And says, yes, I just love to dance. Never liked the taste of alcohol, so I also didn't drink. I'm not a big alcohol. I like a good glass of wine, but I'm not a big alcohol person either. And no, JJ says hi mint. Someone says the cloud looks like a policeman. Oh, Pokemon. Excuse me, Pokemon. Just One Sue's here. Hi Sue, how are ya? Everybody say hi to Just One Sue. And Chocolate Chip Ball said it is JJ. Welcome in. And says my sister and brother did when they were teenagers. I did it as a teenager. Oh yeah, I did. We drank in the woods. We used to have parties in the woods, and the police didn't even care unless we came out of the woods. If we came out of the woods, then we were in trouble. Mhm. And says hi, Sue. Sue says hi, Sono. Ann says Ann as adults. Sue says hi, Mint. Sue says hi, Ann. JJ said thanks. Sono says hello, Sue. Lisa says wish I was in Florida. I wish I was in Virginia. Sue says I'm hi, Lisa. Uncle Hairball says if you type the @ symbol and someone's name, they'll see their name in an orange box. Me too. Can I do that too? Let me do it right now. All right, so I gotta do. Hold on. I gotta do the @ symbol. All right, and then someone's name. We're gonna put in. Who's got a short name here? Just One Sue. Hold on. I see a white box when someone says hi in the chat with their full name. Uncle Hairball says most people say it doesn't work on the phone. Not sure about a tablet. Yeah, I'm on my iPad and I don't see it. Someone says, nope, I was wrong. Share Bear doesn't come in on the weekend. She does once in a while. She stops in, but for the most part, she doesn't. Rigby says, not me. I think it works on a laptop. Oh, nice. Sue says, hi, Hairball. Hairball says, attention grabber sort of thing. Mint chocolate chip ball says, I may drink and 6 pints a year at the best. You're not a big drinker either. Mm-hmm. Uncle Hairball says, hi, just one Sue. Anne says, I'm allergic to grapes, so I can't drink wine or vinegar. Wow. I never knew anybody allergic to grapes, Anne. Wow. Someone says, nope, I was wrong. Sherbert doesn't. Yep, gotcha. Got that. I tried to do just one too. It didn't work, but I probably did something wrong because I told you I'm tech stupid. I seriously am. 90 degrees, Lisa, right now? Oh my goodness. Stay cool. Rich says it highlights it out for me, so I see it. Mint chocolate chip says, no, I'm not because I had a gambling alcoholic dad, so I stay away from it. Good for you, Richard. That's good for you being better. Good for you. I'm proud of you for that. And says, I swallow like a balloon if I eat one grape. Oh, don't want to do that. Someone says, I don't see it either. Uncle Hairball says, heat index of 106 today. Oh, joy. Oh, you guys, make sure you're drinking your water, okay, everybody? Mint chocolate chip ball says, hi, Rigby. Ann says, balloon. Someone says, I'm too Daisy, but channel finding savvy. I'm working on it. I'm working. I don't know a lot about computers. I'm old, but I am trying. Cheever's probably enjoying the grandbaby. Yes, she is. I hope she is. Yep. Mhm. I hope she has a really good weekend. Cheever's such a great lady. Only is gold, they say. There you go, Sonal. I like that. So Milkman says we need a commander. One of the boats I'm staring at. Yeah, pretty nice boat. That is a pretty nice boat. I'll give you that. Rigby says, don't you have work? Me, Rigby? Do I have work? Lisa says, that's all we can do is try. And says, I got to go now, somebody. I won't type the name of you Reddit. Want to communicate so the arguments can stop. Oh, Miss Tantrum? Is it Miss Tantrum? LOL. Uncle Hairball says that one across the way would do. It sure would. We would all fit on that boat. I could stop by and pick everybody up. And says, no, it's a guy. Oh, your husband? Your hubby? Rigby says, yeah, no, Rigby, I'm retired. I retired. I'm retired. That's why I do YouTube so much because I'm retired and I'm trying to make a little extra cash to supplement my retirement. There's a lot of reasons I'm on YouTube. It started, and really the basic reason is because I love you guys. That's what it is. And it says, yeah. Lisa says, have a great day. And Rigby says, oh, yeah. And it says, okay, see you tomorrow. I hope we'll see you tomorrow. And have a good rest of Saturday. And thank you so much for being here today. Rick McCauley says, nice. Someone says, Sir Milkmaid. Ask Martin Lawrence from National Security, LOL. Hairball says, take care, Anne's place. Sir Milkmaid says, it should fit us all. We'll go to the Keys and drinks are on me for the first 4 hours. Oh, dude. That sounds like a fair deal to me. You can charter that boat, to be honest with you. If we anybody had some rich friends, ask them to charter that boat for us. Right? And it says, if I'm not in jail for offing someone, Anne, Anne, you're crazy. Colleen's here, friend of Dashers and More's. Colleen, hi, Colleen, how's it going? She says, morning, everyone. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Colleen, friend of Dashers and More. Lisa says, Anne, you're too sweet to do that. Min says, we love you and the energy you bring. And nice welcomings, too. Such a pleasure to have come across your channel, and Scrabble's great. Oh, Richard, thank you so much, buddy. I love you guys. Really. I love spending my time with you guys. You're my family. You are. Richard says, good morning to Dashers. Someone says, whole Colleen. Sir Milkbay says, LOL, it's too small for the group. I don't know. That's a pretty big boat. Colleen says, I'm having coffee, prying open my eyelids. Take it slow, Colleen. Take it slow. Uncle Hairball says, we need a houseboat with a sun deck. There you go. We need a houseboat. Nature Dog Realms. Hey, she says, hello, everyone. Hey, girl, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, Nature Dog Realms. Oh, and Larry told me that I was gifted a membership from you. So thank you for that. Thank you for that so much. Richard says, one big happy family we are too. That's right. Sir Milkmaid says, that Martin Lawrence movie was terrible. Rigby says, hi, Nature. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, Nature Dog. Solon says, okay, Sir Milkmaid, ask long as it doesn't rock up and down. I am okay with the big boat. Oh, as long as it doesn't rock. Yeah, it's not that big. It's not a ship. Even on a ship, you feel it sometimes. Nature says, good. How are you? Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. How's the dogs? How's everything over there? Someone says, hello, Nature Dog. Nature says, yes, you got gifted membership. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Friends of Dashes and More this morning, Sonal. So Milkmaid says, we'll head every way we can find just for you, Sonal. We would not do that. We would not. I got seasick on a boat twice in my life, and it's not fun. Mm-mm. It is not fun. Not at all. Mm-mm. Mhm. Aw, thanks everybody for being there. Excuse me. Nature says, we're doing great, been super busy. How about you and everybody here? Same here, super busy here. It sounds like everybody here is doing good, except Stitch Love is a little upset, which you may have seen her. She's a little upset, but other than that, I think everybody's doing really well. Someone says, LOL, Sir Milkmaid. Hairball says, if I hit the lottery, who's up for Daisy May cruise to the Bahamas? Me. I'm up for that. I'm up for it. If I hit the lottery, it sounds like a good idea. I like it, Hairball. I like it. Rubberneck's here. Good morning. Hey, Rubberneck. How's it going? Someone says, Nature Dog's super busy as well. Yes. Everybody's working hard on their channels, on their life. We're all doing the best we can all do, right, everybody? Absolutely. Rubberneck, how's it going? Rubberneck says hello, Sono. Sono says hello, Rubberneck. So Milkmaid says Amsterdam sounds better, or at least Germany. I'm with you on that, Sir Milkmaid. I'm down for that trip. Mm-hmm. Rubberneck's mad at my car. Oh, your cat. You're mad at your cat? Why? What did your cat do? Nature says, hi, Sono. Uncle Hairball says, I'll charter a yacht. All aboard. All aboard. I'm there. I am there. Rubberneck, he got out and got a baby bird. Aw. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, baby. Got a baby bird. Wow. Wowza. That's a lot. My old dog, my dog that passed away, she used to get mice, baby bunnies. She actually killed 2 baby bunnies one time, and I was pretty upset too. But she's a dog, you know what I mean? I couldn't get mad at her. So Milkmaid says, or maybe South Africa. Always wanted to ride a giraffe. You know what, Sir Milkmaid? You need to talk to Anne from Anne's place because she's from South Africa, and all the stuff she talks about, it scares me about going to that country. That's where she's from. She knows all about South Africa, and she doesn't want to ever go back there. So it may sound good, but you might want to think of a different country. Rubberneck's killed it, and its parents are throwing a fit. Aw, oh, Rubberneck, I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Yeah, Cat got a baby bunny also. He's a maniac. Yeah, my dog used to love vermin. Um, she loved she loved it. If she got a mouse, she was so proud of herself. And if she got a baby bunny, I would have to like, pull it out of her mouth and stuff. It was terrible. I agree. And Chocolate Chip says, "Hey, Rubberneck." Rigby says, "I love baby bunnies. They're so cute." They are. Bunnies are cute. Rubberneck says, "I love the cat, but I hate that he does that." Right? But he's a cat. That's what they do. Someone's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Rubberneck says, "I love the animals, so I don't like the part where they kill each other." I love the animals, right? Yeah, but it is the way of the world, folks. We kill animals to eat them, right? We eat cows and chickens and fish, right? Crabs, lobsters, and other people eat other stuff like buffalo. You want to go in, honey? She wants to go in. Hold on, guys. Here you go, baby girl. Go on. She's coming in. Our groomer's supposed to be here very soon. So if you hear me say I have to go abruptly, it's because the groomer's supposed to be here. Daisy is finally getting her spa day. She's going to have a bath. She's going to get her teeth brushed. Um, she's going to have a haircut. She's going to get her nails cut. She's going to smell good. She's going to look good. So wait till you see her later on today. That should be very soon. Rubberneck is probably the same way how he feels about us, right? Right on. Mint chocolate chip says, exactly. Don't forget, cats weren't meant to be domesticated, but we did that. Rubberneck says, God. Same way God feels about us, right? Rubberneck, yeah. But don't you think God put the animals for us to eat? I don't know. You know what? That's a discussion one of these days for members only chat. Let's talk about that. I'd love to know what people think about God. I have my own opinions, you know what I mean? But I'd love to hear everybody else's view about God. We might do a live stream, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have to see how tomorrow goes. See how it goes. It's a circle of life. Yes, Mitch Chocolate Boss, exactly. It's a circle of life. Nature says, I love that Daisy May getting her spa day. Yeah, and she's got she's wearing your collar that you bought her. I washed it. It went through the laundry and I got it nice and clean and I put it on her yesterday. So she's gonna have a nice haircut and that beautiful collar that you gave her. So wait till you see her. She's gonna look beautiful. Thank you, Nature. Excuse me, guys. Mint Chocolate Circle of Life is right. Atheist? You're an atheist. I did not know that. So Milkmaid says, I have 5 kitties. I have and love them at the same time. Rubbernecks, he created them for reasons, a few reasons. Rubbernecks, I absolutely love that he created them. Billy Bagel says, fresh meat over store meat is the only way. Awesome. Sonal's given 9.90. Sonal, oh my goodness. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you. I'm going to read your reply. Thank you so much, Sonal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so sweet. Sonal is all about freedom. He's the best. Thank you, Sonal. Rigby says, wow. Sonal says, put that little Daisy spa treatment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because it's like $100 or $120. But she comes here. She's a mobile groomer and she has her own little, actually, she's a big fan. And thank you so much for that. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Nature says, "Oh, how nice." Yeah. Someone says, "You're welcome." Thank you. You're so sweet. That's very sweet. Yeah, she likes this girl. It's a girl. Her name is Heidi, and she's very cute. And she loves Daisy, and Daisy loves her. So it works out good for everybody. It's a little bit more expensive than taking her somewhere else, but it's worth it for us. Rigby says, "I'm going to leave. Bye, bye, Rigby, Callie, and Zoe Pug. Take care, and thanks again for playing Scrabble yesterday." Someone says, "Rigby, I will be there. What is the rule for modding?" Oh, I'm going live. I'm sorry. She says I'm going live, or he said I'm going live. Excuse me, you guys. Excuse me so much. I'm so sorry. I'm going live. Rigby Collie and Zoe Bugs going live. I was in the live yesterday, and there were people there that wanted her to write the names. Wanted her or him. Is Rigby Collie and Zoe Bug a girl or a boy? Anybody know? Mint Chocolate Chip says, "Take care. Have a blast, Rigby. Have fun, Rigby." I gotta get some water, guys. I'm so sorry. Someone says, "I'll make sure they don't send hate." Thank you, Sonal. Yes, keep an eye out. Delete any hate comments you see, Sonal. A boy. Thank you, Rigby. Because Rigby's a boy's name, kind of. Actually, it's a boy and a girl. And Zoe, that's a girl's name. So, I didn't know. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I almost just threw up just there. Too much information. I know. So don't forget to join our Discord channel if you would like. There is a link there. I think that is a link for a mobile device or a computer or laptop. And if that link doesn't work, copy and paste it into a browser. That might work. But that's us. You can find us. You can chat with us. You can play games with us online whenever you want to. And whenever you don't want to, you just don't. You could send us a chat. You could send us emojis, stickers. It's a lot of fun. Sonal says, "I lurk so they won't know I'm timing them out." Thank you, Sonal. That's good. Thank you, Sonal. Yes. Yes. Help him out. Help Rigby Collie out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Sonal, if you do take off over there, I just want to say thank you again for your donation. You're so kind, my friend. You are so kind. I love you so much. What is your Discord name? It's Daisy May. It's Daisy May. Someone says you're welcome. You're so sweet. Yeah, my Discord name is Daisy May. Capital D, capital M. Nature Dog says Sonal's awesome. Yes, he is. You're right, young lady. He is. Everybody here is awesome. Everybody here. If you guys don't know Nature Dog Realms, check her out. Lovely, lovely lady. A very generous, kind, warm, loving lady. And two beautiful doggies. Two beautiful doggies. Just like Vicinity Adventures has two beautiful doggies, so does Nature Dog Realms. And you need to go check her out. Check out her channel. Like and subscribe. You might like her. You might love her. And thank you, thank you. Someone says, "Oh, thank you, Nature Dog." We all love Sonal. How can you not love Sonal? I want to know, hands up, who doesn't love Sonal? Hands up, who doesn't love Sonal? There's no hands up because everybody loves him. Yep, everybody loves him. You know the show Everybody Loves Raymond? It was originally called Everybody Loves Sonal. Oh, you're welcome, Nature. You're welcome. You're a great channel. She takes us all over Colorado. Yesterday, she took us to a park, which I'm still behind. I still have to watch that, but I did watch The Drive. Um, she shows all kinds of things. You just got to go check her out. She's wonderful. And Chocolate Chip House says you're not accepting friend requests. What? She says, "I love that." Let me check. Let me check, guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me check. Ascengia Ventures. Okay. Hmm. I don't see. I really am so new to Discord. I don't know all this. I don't know all this stuff, and I'm so sorry. Richard, I can search for you. No, that's. Hold on. Let me look. Others. Channels. Let me go to channels. Media. Links. Ascendia Ventures. Uncle Hairball. Lisa. Uncle Hairball. Daisy May. There I am. Yeah, I don't know how it works, Richard. I am so sorry. That's why I tell people to try to find me because I don't know how to do it. Add? No, that's not right. If somebody can walk me through it, how to find Richard, I would love that. You can add me as Ed Mutz43. That's your Discord name? Okay. Nature says, Daisy, I'm on Discord. I just got your request. Awesome. Thank you. Basenji's there also. He's on mine too. Yeah, Basenji came in this morning. Yep. Do you think the neighbors will mind if I popped on their lawn? They seem to think I enjoy their boxer pooping on ours. Oh, you're going to poop on their lawn? Didn't they clean it up? Send them a letter with the poop and it's your milkmaid. All right, good nature. Mutz 43. Let me see if I can find that. Mutz 43. I'm so new at this, you guys. Search, add, add a friend for me and my friends. No, that's not the right thing. All right. No, that's not the right thing. I don't know how to do it, you guys. I really don't know how to do it. Nana's there. Oh, Nana, don't worry about it. I'm working on it too. All right, Richard, I don't know how to add anybody. I really don't know what I'm doing. I really, really don't. That's my Discord name. My nickname is Mitz. LO. I had it since I was 5 because I laugh like Motley from the Wacky Races. Mutz. Mutz 43. All right. How do I find you? Like, all right, hold on. Mutz 43. Invite members? Invite. Invite friends to Daisy May server. Mutz 43. Search. Find friends. No, I'm lost. I'm totally lost. I don't know how to do it, Richard. I keep trying. I'm not any good at it. I need somebody to help me. Granny Paula's there. Granny Paula's there. Sir Milkmaid, I'll have a friend bring a horse with the runs and park him on their lawn. A horse with diarrhea. That's bad. Go to add friends and put my. Okay, go to add friends. Thank you, Richard. I'm working on it. Okay, go to add friends. Add friends. For me and my friends, in order to help with setup, is your new server for just friends or larger community? That's adding a new server. I already have a server. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, Richard. I'm so sorry. I keep trying, and I've no idea. None. Or drink a couple of bottles of coconut water and let the good times roll. Oh my god, it's her milkmaid. Coloring with Taylor Made. Hey Taylor, how's it going? She says, "Hey friends, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too." I'm gonna keep trying, Richard, like throughout the day. So you may still catch me throughout the day trying to do that. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, everybody. All right, folks, I got to get ready to go. Daisy's spa appointment is coming up. The little lady should be here any minute now. I wanted to come on and have my tea, which I did. I drank it all. So thank you for that. Thank you for joining the Discord for anybody who did. If you know more about Discord than I do, please shoot me some emails and tell me what to do and tell me step by step how to do it. That's the best way I learn. Thank you, Taylor Made. Coloring with Taylor Made. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. You too. Yeah, have a great day, everybody. We'll be back later. I think we're going to do some Scrabble this afternoon. If anybody wants to play Scrabble, take a look for us later. And that will probably be our only stream today, other than this one. All right. Have a great Saturday. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Be kind to everybody. If you see someone that doesn't have a smile, give them yours. Give me another day and I'll have my office done. I could do private stream on StreamYard, have you as a guest. Okay. Okay, Hairball, great. Yes. Bye, Sir Milkmaid. Have a great day. I'll see you all on Discord if you're on there, okay? Have a great day, everybody. I love you guys all so much. Happy Saturday. Bye, everybody.